not going to talk about Ableton Live, but things like this. One of the things I find I have problems with in the studio is too many of these things, and I get very confused over what went with what. So buy yourself a silver Sharpie, and on them, write at least big letters, the voltage and amperage, and preferably even write the name of the device that it came with. So do this, you first open your gear, write that stuff on there so you don't lose track of what adapters go with what gear if they came with things. So you'll notice this little bit on the end here, that is Velcro ties. Get yourself some of these too. You can get them at Home Depot or whatever home goods store, kind of office supplies and things like that. They come in really handy. Get yourself just the 6-inch ones. That's more than enough. Loop the end, loop it through this part so it stays permanently on the cable. And this way, when you need to wrap them up, you have a simple way to do it. Some different colors of electrical tape. Now, usually I'm not a fan of electrical tape for this because electrical tape has this kind of gummy, sticky stuff on it. But, in a pinch, it'll do. And you'll see I have this USB cable here. And what I've done is I wrapped a little bit of electrical tape, and then also I used another Sharpie, a blue Sharpie, to put a little stripe on here. So sort of color coding so that I know once I've plugged in this USB cable to one side and the other, that I know which cable that was. So I know kind of what's going to where. Big fan of sort of color coding things. In Ableton and all your devices and things, you can do things like color code your tracks, your devices, name them, all that kind of stuff. So I'm suggesting you take the time to kind of label and color code things in the real world as well. Down the line, you will thank me for this. Believe me, the first time you're like, what does this cable go to? Or what does that adapter go to? You'll be glad you labeled it. Anyway, until next time, this is that post-holiday pickle tip, whatever. And Razor Mice, join you after the new year. Keep checking back in for more of this useful, hopefully valuable home studio production tips and tricks. Take care until next time.